Warning, there is cussing in this video. Hi guys, Dark Creeping back with another You Don't Scare Me, Chapter 17. What happened? So right before I started filming this, I paused, my mom called us and I paused it. Oh, that was our dog. Very excited. So I paused the TV and then unpaused it and then paused it again. I was like, I need to make a video. What am I doing? Then my sister yelled, schoolwork. And I was like, oh yeah. For some reason my brain totally forgot that I just got done my schoolwork. So she's like, you did your schoolwork. I was like, oh yeah. That's why I wasn't making the video. It was very funny at the time. Okay, let's just jump back right into this. You breathed heavily as you sat on the floor. You were holding your neck gently, trying to smooth the black and blue that was already forming. You didn't need a mirror to tell that it was swollen. What the hell happened? He was obviously mentally ill, but bipolar was an understatement. He was fucking crazy. No way around it. If you were going to escape, you needed to have a foolproof plan to ensure that he would not catch you. You had to get out as soon as possible. However, you knew you needed time. And time was one thing that you didn't have. Well, you have the time of him playing with you, which is torturing you like, torturing you. You sighed and cautiously stood and walked over to the dresser. You looked into the mirror that was perfectly displayed over it. You gulped as you stared at your little frame. You looked terrible. Your hair was a mess. You had bags under your eyes. Indicating that you haven't slept and you looked like you lost some weight. You look like you lost some weight. This being the case, made you wonder, how long have you been here? How long has it been since you ate? How long has it been since you had your last shower? All those questions fled through your mind. They were soon interrupted by a lock turning. It wasn't that loud. Hadn't you been so quiet, you probably wouldn't have heard it. You immediately tensed and turned towards the door. The door slowly opened, and in come a man who appeared to be in his early 20s. It was hard to tell with the mask he was wearing. The mask was really blue with a black hole where the eyes should be, and were leaking this black substance. His body was limp and muscular, and he was tall. Not as Jack, but he was definitely taller than you. He was carrying a black bag over his shoulder. You just stared at him as he entered the room. You didn't know who you could trust. You wanted to stay on your guard. If any of them were like Jack, their moods would change at any moment. He tossed the bag on the bed and turned towards you. Hello, Ryan. He just kept staring at you, waiting for an answer, and finally, after about an awkward 30 seconds, you nodded. He turned back towards the duffel bag, and opened it. He turned and looked at you again. He turned his head towards you and tilted his head to the side as if to shrug. He was confused. Why are you still standing all the way over there? I'm not going to bite you, even though that idea is tempting. I am here to fix your wounds. You are in pain, yes? Aw, it's kind of sweet. I like in several fan things, they picked him as like the mom of like Jeff and Ben. Like he's like the mom figure, more of a mom figure. He's like caring and stuff. That's what like a lot of depiction fan art does. So he's like more the caring one. But he does want to take your kidneys though, and he is still a murderer. He's more of the chill type. You did nothing but stare at him, not trusting anything he said. He sighed and walked over to you. You tensed as he came towards your small figure. I am here because I owe Laughing Jack a favor. I'm here to fix up you so that you are ready for your first play date. He said that I am to cause you no harm. Like, I'm doing this because I owe a fucking favor. It's like favors. Ugh. What did he do? He did something for him. He's like, now you do something for me. One of his hands grabbed the bottom of his mask, and he lifted it just above his nose, so his mouth was visible out of habit. You backed up, and to your luck, your bag hit the wall. He walked closer to you and leaned down to your ear. Seeing that you are the clown's toy, we will be seeing a lot of each other. I'm supposed to fix you, but you smell so... He smelled you. He took a whiff of you like you were a flower. You quickly closed your eyes shut and turned your head to the side. You smell so delicious. I am not sure I will be able to resist. The fact that you are afraid makes it more harder. Shit, you were terrified, and he knew it. Well, of course, I mean, the way you act, anybody could tell you were terrified. Common sense, Ryan. Common sense that you know you're terrified. You could clearly tell. You were sweating and shivering. You didn't realize how noticeable it was until now. Poor little Ryan. you have to live though the clown has in store for you. Live through what the clown has in store for you, and you have to go through what I have for you as well. And once he bandages you and brings you to my lamp, I get to bandage you even more until I fix you again. But the real question is how long until you shudder preeminently. Can't speak preeminently. He slightly pushed you away and looked down at you smirking. Seeing that he scared the shit out of you, mission accomplished. He gestured towards the bed. You took the hint and not wanting to piss him off. Don't wait to piss him off. You go and take a seat on the bed. He pushed over a nearby stool and sat in front of you. He then grabbed your face and tilted your head to the side so he could get a better look at your neck. Well, I have to say, I'm surprised that he didn't break that weak little neck of yours. You roughly pushed away and glared at the masked man. If looks could kill you, would have killed him in the most gruesome was possible. It made no sense. Well, if it didn't break, then it must not be that weak. It all happened so fast. He finished as sitting right in front of you. First he was sitting right in front of you, and next thing you know, he was on top of you. His hand tightly wrapped around your throat, and your tiny body trapped under his. Your hands flared around to claw at his hand in order to open your hand air pocket. As you struggled, you stared into the empty black sockets that were his eyes. He seemed not to even notice your pathetic attempts to get free. Sorry about that. Okay, sorry about that. My sister got some ice. Listen, princess, I could destroy it at you, giving any moment. But I have repent for my follow kills, so I am not going to. However, the other killers that inhabit this household may not be so forgiving. So then, Jack bringing you around all of the others, you better watch your tongue, because the others won't hesitate to cut it out. Okay, saying if you don't watch your mouth, they're gonna kill your ass.
If you don't watch your tongue, they're gonna cut your tongue out.
No, let's kill you. Okay. He released you and and stood up. As he did so, he watched you as you gasped for air. He picked up the duffel bag and threw it back over his shoulder. Your bruises will be healed, but it will take time. I suggest you get some sleep. You're going to need it for tomorrow. Oh, and take this. He reached into his hoodie pocket and pulled out a small pill bottle and threw it at you. You quickly sat up and caught them. You looked up at him and raised an eyebrow in confusion as he headed towards the door. What are these for? I'm assuming you're in pain? Well, if you ain't, you will be soon. You will be soon enough. You will be soon. Jack's gonna torture you. And with that, he shut the door. You weren't sure how much more of this you could take. You weren't sure how many people were in this house, and the ones that you had met so far aren't exactly fond of you. You sighed. You were tired, scared, angry, and in pain. In all honesty, you were just wanting to curl up in a blanket and leave reality. That's exactly what you did.
Right.
Well, that's the end of Chapter 18 of You Don't Scare Me. Laughing Jack came in. Jeff tried to kill you. Slenderman kind of pissed. He's like, I don't like that kid. So you got that one was fond of you. You made Eilish Jack mad, or LJ, whichever. I should just start saying LJ, or EJ. EJ for Laughing Jack. I'm an idiot. I can't. My brain. Never mind. I'm gonna start saying this short. So you made EJ a little mad. He was twice in this. In the last one, Laughing Jack choking you. And now in this one, EJ was choking you. You're not doing the bestest start of trying to get some of the good sides. No, that's for sure.
Everybody's choking me to death.
Yeah. So yeah. That is the end of this. Thank you for listening to this, and make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and bye.